It's a quiet Friday morning on Market Street in downtown Inglewood. Yesley Diaz is behind the counter at Fred's discount store near the corner of Market and Manchester. She's waiting on a steady trickle of shoppers coming in for household basics. Business this morning is deceptive, though. Diaz says it's actually
bad. Very slow. Very slow. It's been bad for the last, I'll say, 4 years. It's just been very slow. And it's getting worse, every month. Like this last month has been one of the baddest months.
Market Street's the historic heart of Old Inglewood, the main artery of what was once a thriving central shopping and entertainment district, but has been on the decline for years.
We were such a hotspot.
That's Diane Zambrano, a lifelong Inglewood resident and president of the Historical Society of Centinela Valley. She says in the 50s and 60s, Market Street was the place to be and shop for neighborhoods and cities throughout the southwest Los Angeles region.
The commercial center for all of those communities was downtown Inglewood. So that included bringing in the major retailers that we all know as Sears and J.C. Penney's and Montgomery Wards, and we even had a Frederick's, along with a whole bunch of fancy banks and learners, and the stores that you see in your old programming as the stores everybody went to.
She says all that changed when malls showed up in the 70s and 80s. Today, the district is a collection of clothing stores, wig shops, beauty supplies, a handful of restaurants and bars, and a bunch of vacant storefronts. Down the street from Fred's discount store, Carlos Reveles helps run his family's shop, Outlet Clothing, where his mother and his wife are busy arranging racks packed with clothes.
Business, it's really slow. It's not like it used to be, because we've been here not at this location, but at other locations for almost 15 years, just on Market Street, and it's not the same as it used to be, that's for sure. They just continually going down the last 5 years. The last year or two has been tough.
The news dominating the headlines for the last year or two here is about the multi-billion-dollar NFL stadium complex being built a mile to the southeast of downtown. It will sit beside the Forum and not far from another proposed arena for the LA Clippers.
I think all the owners are also wanting to know how all of that development that's going on ties into what they're doing in the Market Street area.
Samuel Pena is the executive vice president of the Inglewood Airport Area Chamber of Commerce. He says part of the chamber's job is to help local businesses see that they will benefit from the large-scale development.
We definitely have some really good tenants on Market Street, and we're hoping that they're going to be really good anchor tenants on Market Street of what's going on. We just need that to translate into people hanging on for another 2 years.
Because the stadium isn't scheduled to be done until 2020, and that can be a hard sell.
How do you tell a business to, look, there is light at the end of the tunnel? It's not just a little trickle of light, it's a big light. So the only thing I could tell small businesses is that it is coming, it is real. I remember when the Lakers and the Los Angeles Kings moved out of here, this place became a ghost town. Everybody moved out with it. When you move forward with economic development, especially when you bring in big multi-billion-dollar construction and organizations like the Rams, Madison Square Gardens, the Chargers, the Clippers, that we always say here, they haven't figured that out. It's the other 6,000 businesses, small businesses, medium to small businesses, that we have to figure out how do we kind of fit into all of that.
At Fred's, Diaz is skeptical that Market Street can fit in.
Because you see people they go to concerts, or if they go to games, they park and then they leave. They don't usually go and shop around. I mean, if we had more stores maybe, but we don't. Everybody's leaving. If you look at the block, most of the stores are closed now.
There are a lot of empty storefronts. But with big box stores in Inglewood now, some entrepreneurs on Market Street wonder whether more shopping is really what the Strip needs.
Very early on, we realized that the city's vision for Market Street to be an entertainment and hospitality district fit Miracle Theater's business model, which is entertainment hospitality.
That's Owen Smith. He and his wife bought the Miracle Theater in 2016 before they knew a stadium was coming. Originally a movie theater, they've turned it into a live music and performance space. He says they decided to buy the building, which sat empty for years, when they learned the Crenshaw LAX metro line was being built a few blocks away.
The real question for Market Street is, for the businesses moving forward in general, is like, do they meet the needs of entertainment and hospitality? And if not, is there room for sort of, community needed businesses, meaning a dentist, or, right now there's like 6 uniform stores. So do they survive if in fact this becomes kind of the thoroughfare for people getting off the metro and going to the stadium, to football games or events? We feel like the Miracle Theater fits that mold perfectly.
Back at the Chamber of Commerce, Pena says the city's exploring a potential private partnership that would install a light rail line to provide mass transit from downtown to the new stadium. An official from the City of Inglewood Planning Division wouldn't comment or confirm that plan. Both Pena and Smith say that whatever the plan, if downtown businesses don't get on board now, it'll be doubly hard to revitalize the area after the roughly $5 billion stadium is up and running. But some longtime residents like Zambrano don't see it that way.
I think the goal is to push everybody out. That's all there is to it. I don't see a lot of great economic growth in the communities near, we'll say, the Coliseum, near Dodger Stadium, near the other venues, even LA Live.
But she's also philosophic about it. After all, she's lived in Inglewood for more than 60 years.
I've seen things come, I've seen things go. It's been in flux many times and has always survived quite nicely.
In Inglewood, California, I'm Rachel Parsons.